Now, through the official visit to Vietnam by the Speaker of the National Assembly, it is clear that parliamentary diplomacy is increasingly asserting its role as a key channel in foreign affairs alongside party diplomacy, state diplomacy, and people-to-people diplomacy as well, Huyền.
Exactly. Now, this goes beyond delegation exchanges or mutual understanding. Parliamentary engagement has become more substantive, helping to implement Vietnam's integration policies, drive bilateral and multilateral cooperation, and elevate the country's voice and standing on the international stage. Now, to better understand the significance of parliamentary diplomacy on the sidelines of the South Korean National Assembly Speaker's official visit to Vietnam, our reporter Thảo Trang spoke with Lê Thu Hà, Vice Chair of the National Assembly Office of Vietnam.
Thank you so much for coming to the interview. Following the official visit to Vietnam by the Speaker of the National Assembly of South Korea, how do you assess the concrete progress in inter-parliamentary relationships between the two countries?
Thank you for your questions. From Vietnam perspective, Speaker Won Shik's visits mark an important step forwards in aligning the parliamentary cooperations of our two countries with the new depth of the comprehensive strategic partnerships. So I see three key advances. First, both parliaments reached a renewed and substantive common understanding on elevating parliamentary cooperations. For Vietnam, the newly signed MOU reflects our intentions to move towards more structured collaborations, policy consultations, coordinations at international forums, and a stronger link among professional bodies. Second, collaborations is clearly shifting from traditional exchange to policy partnerships, which is a priority for Vietnam in adapting to new development trends. Regular policy dialogues on data governance, AI, technology, securities, green transitions, and digital transformations will help both countries shape rules and standards that support long-term growth. And third, the MOU set up a direct technical coordination channel with clear responsibilities. This is important for Vietnam because it enables faster, more coherent implementations, especially in legislative research and the work of the parliamentary friendship groups. So I must say that we see parliamentary cooperation with Korea as moving into a phase where both sides co-create policy framework for the future.
And following this visit, which areas of cooperation will be prioritized by the two countries' National Assembly in the coming period?
I think four cooperation's priorities will guide the next phase of cooperation between our two National Assembly. Aligning policies with Korea in digital transformations, renewable energies, technology standards, and data security areas Vietnam's advancing rapidly. Expanding parliamentary exchanges at all levels to support Vietnam's reform and integration agenda. Strengthening cooperations in labor, education, and social welfare, particularly to support Vietnamese workers and families in Korea. And coordinated actions at inter-parliamentary forums such as IPU and APPF, where Vietnam actively contributes to peace, stability, and rules-based regional governance.
Thank you so much for answering the interview.